Welcome to the Vegas Live Podcast. My name is Chris Cash, and on this episode, we are gonna let it rip. You already know Las Vegas is for sale. You heard what I said, Las Vegas is for sale. And it's really the idea of it. I came up with the idea of it because, when I was coming up in this game, a lot of people didn't tell me what I needed to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just nuts how we think one thing is really what it is, but then it's not. And then it's up to us as we get older and as we get wiser and learn more things that we realize what is really important in life. Like when I was coming up, it was really all about getting money. That's why my name is Chris Cash, because, it was about getting money, right? But once you get it, you realize what's really important. You know what I mean? What's really important, or how to get yourself in a position to really get it, and that's really the whole movement of this Las Vegas is for sale movement, is preaching or promoting the fact to be an owner, own something, think bigger. You could do whatever you want to do. I feel like I could do anything. So that's pretty much my message and everything that I'm doing and my journey, that everything that we do, it just makes sense, right? It makes sense for you, and you got to ask yourself, where are you taking this? Where are you taking it? I want to take it to the top, to the moon, to wherever we want to go. So everything that we are doing here at Las Vegas is for sale, and the Vegas Live Media is to create greatness. Do you want to be great? You know what I mean? This is what we're doing here. And this right here, this episode is more like a free thought, free flow episode. And I was thinking also, when I was deliberating on what I was going to do today, that I have to speak in a way that I'm speaking to myself. Like, what would I say to myself, right? So what would I want to hear? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know life is hard, bro. Like, there's a lot of things that people go through, and I just want to tell myself, like, just handle it, bro. You know what to do. You know how to make things happen. You know the flow, you know the frequency you need to be on, and you just got to be tapped into that frequency, and you know what it is. It ain't no time to just be like, oh, man, I feel like this and feel all sad. I get it. I understand that sometimes you do need that to be able to connect with other people, like, let people know that I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel being broke, in debt, like bills piling up. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to make things happen. You don't want to fail, right? That's probably one of the biggest things. People are like scared to fail, right? But once you think about failure as that's the way to grow. Even when you're working out, when you're lifting weights, you are lifting weights to failure. Like, when your muscle fails is when your muscle grows. You know what I'm saying? Growth is failure. So you want to fail faster, you know what I'm saying? And whatever you want to do. A lot of people are too afraid to do anything just because they're afraid to fail. And it makes sense, I've been in that situation. I am in that situation. I constantly battle that situation all the time, So I guess what I'm trying to say is that let's just go hard and just be compassionate of everybody else going through their life, because you don't know what people are going through in their own lives, We're here, we do a job, what I'm saying? We make money and we live our life, But what is the point of everything that we're doing? Is to go through this life and make it the best life we can, right? And what I was, light bulb in my head was like, damn, I've been screaming Vegas life this whole time. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I enjoy it and everything. But I was never taught to own it. Like, you can own this. Own something. Own yourself. Own your business. Own how you make money, right? So that's everything that I'm saying when I go Las Vegas is for sale. It's just like, it's so simple, right? It's of course, I know that. But really, are you taking the time to really figure out how to make that happen? Or are you just blowing that bag? That's really the whole point of all this, and how I became the person I became and doing the things that I've done to take the next step of what we need to do. At the same time, I'm just trying to figure it out too. I don't got all the answers. I'm just living the life the best way I can, and through the medium I can, sharing my experiences and how I can go to the next level and how I want to architect it, right? You know, like if me talking to myself, I would have to ask myself, like, what's your plan? Like, what do you really want to do? What do you really want to build, right? What do you want? Like me, I feel like it's all about building something great, right? Or even looking at it as a game. Play Monopoly. I know you play Monopoly, so it's a game, right? You want to be able to get the 4 houses, get the hotel, and then you collect your rent, and then you get money. Because a lot of times, a lot of people are playing Monopoly. Well, this world is Monopoly, and they're just going around the board. Every 2 weeks, they get their check. Every 2 weeks, they get their check, and then they spend it. And don't invest it. And we are in the greatest time because everything is available to us. All the information is available to us now. Like, for example, investing in companies. Before, you couldn't just invest in a company. Now you can easily invest in companies. You can study it, and then you can invest in these companies and build your portfolio. That was a big key to building wealth. And all the information is out there. It's just, what do you decide to do with your time? I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't got time for this, I don't got time for that. A lot of people say they don't got time, but then you look at their schedule, or you look at what they're doing, they're over there scrolling, or they're, you know what I'm saying, they're shopping, or they're wasting their time some way, somehow, or next thing you know, the time is gone. Like, one thing I do realize is that we all have the same amount of time in the day. That is very crucial to be able to be very critical on where you spend your time. Like, where are you spending your time? Look at that. Just be very crucial on that. And then once you see that, you'll understand where everything is going. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just really prioritizing and seeing where is the best places you can expand your time. A lot of the times I do content because it helps me expand my time as far as the messages that I'm trying to spread and translate. If I create content, it's there, you know? And then also, in another sense of the way, you could even use creating a piece of content. For example, if you do something repetitive, and you're like, why do I gotta keep saying the same thing, right? So imagine if you created like a video or a manual of what you're saying, so you don't gotta keep saying it. That's just an idea of the way you could use these tools that we have to be able to take things to the next level, right? A lot of the times when I'm building, or when I'm creating my businesses and creating my systems, I basically just try to find how to be more efficient with what that is, you know? The way that, just for example, music, like I want to use music for an example, is that the way we was creating music, it was a certain system on how it rolls to multiply the amount of production of the way the music is. So with that being said, that's the same thing we are doing with the content, with Vegas Live Media and everything else, because it's the production of these things, right? These works of art, these IPs, this information, to get it out to the masses, you know. And the better that we are able to structure these systems, you know, the better it is, you know, the better flow. You know, I've always been a person that wants to make things happen the way it's supposed to happen. And yeah, so that's what it is. This is the Vegas Live Podcast. My name is Chris Cash. LasVegasIsForSale.com. That funnel is running. If you're looking to buy or sell or even relocate to Las Vegas, go ahead and go to LasVegasIsForSale.com. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, content creator looking to build systems, go to VegasLiveMedia.com. And we're building, you know, we're making things happen. And you know, I got the music. Cashavelli is still Cashavelli music. We still out here doing what we do and making things shake the way we supposed to make it shake and all that, you know. let me hit some of these. Yeah. So it's the weekend. This is the last week of football. I've been coaching flag football And that whole experience is just really just taught me a lot about patience, right? About patience. And it also was another challenge for me to be able to try to motivate, but understand that we have to keep the game fun. Like it's all about the joy of the game and why are you doing it? Because one thing I do love about sports is that it teaches you discipline, teamwork, hard work, sacrifice. The stuff you put in practice translates into when it's time to shine. A lot of that goes into sports. Those are the core principles and the core gems that you can get from sports. And then it's also entertainment. What like as you know, we move forward, and I notice a lot of people that are building things, and let's say they're okay financially, right? So what's the next thing? The next thing is doing what you love to do, is entertainment and art. And that stuff is so important and imperative in life to make it better. You're making life better with the inspiration to be able to do what you need to do. So that's why I feel the blend of real estate that we do, media that we do, and music that we do is a perfect, mixture of all that. It's wild at times, you could say that, but then it's also kind of amazing. You're able to live the dreams that you want to live. But if you mess up, if you don't got no self-control, it'll take you on the other path as well. So I guess some things that are like, in that sense, make things more exciting, right? Like life or death, ultra highs or super lows. That's all here, and it can happen quickly and fast. So it's really up to us to be able to create whatever we want to create, and at the end of the day, I'm a creator, Chris Cash, and broadcasting and doing what I do. So just wanted to do a quick Vegas Live podcast. We're going to hit you with more interviews of the top people who've done it in this Vegas life. So stay tuned for that. Chris Cash, Las Vegas is for sale, and I'm out. Peace.